Hey everyone, Happy New Year. This is a quick crash course on how to make buñuelos. Just a quick batch. You can make like 20 buñuelos tomorrow night. We're going to start off with 3 cups of flour. We are going to put a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon and a half of salt. Okay. And then we're going to put a 1/4 cup of, I'm using Manteca. You can use shortening. You can use coconut oil. You can use butter. I just want to do a quick mix up. And then I'm going to add my Manteca. I am using a pastry cutter. I'm using this. A lot of women will just use their hands, but personally, I suffer from a lot of nerve damage in my hands. So this is easier for me. So once you've broken down the manteca or the lard in your flour, I'm now going to use a cup of very warm water that I heated over the stove. That's why you see it in this little saucepan. And I'm going to pour in a little at a time. You may or may not use the whole thing. You want it to be as warm as possible. Do this. Just add it all in real quick. I usually use a little bit over a cup of water, Kneading, I like to knead where I push everything in with my thumb. It just kind of makes things a little bit easier for me. Do this here. Just going to keep adding a little roll with my thumb. As you can see, I push it in like that. Bring it over, add it to that little mound. So now I'm just finishing up the quick knead. My tortillas are so wonderful and such a great part of, your everyday life because they are so easy to make. And you're just going to keep kneading until you get, of course, your your masa doesn't stick to your hands anymore. Mine's a little sticky. I'm just going to add a little sprinkle of flour. Just again, you want, once it's cleared from your hands, we're good. You're going to knead again until a nice dough. Sometimes you might need to add just a little bit extra flour, but that's it. Until you get, again, a nice, not sticky dough. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just let it rest for a few minutes. It's beautiful, bounces back. Okay, now that my masa is nice and done, what we need to do next is just give it a little cover and let it rest for about 15-20 minutes while I heat up some oil in a pan and get some sugar and cinnamon ready to dust these off with. It's so easy, it's so quick, it's so much fun, and they're so delicious.